Hey Rich Babes, have you ever felt like you lost your spark? Like somewhere along the way, maybe after a heartbreak, a loss, or a traumatic event, you stop recognizing yourself. Babe, I've been there and it's one of the hardest places to be. But here's the thing, losing yourself doesn't mean you've lost forever. Today we're going to talk about how to rebuild a new, stronger, more powerful version of you. Let's get right into it. Welcome to A Rich Girl's Glow Up. I'm Bella Dior, and today we're diving into what it means to lose yourself and find your way back, not to the old you, but to a new, unstoppable version of yourself. And of course, I'll be sharing details about my Becoming Her ebook bundle and giving you a scoop on the upcoming December Dream series, which is all about mastering manifestation and creating your dream life in 2025 and beyond. So before we get started, make sure that you like this video, share this video, and also subscribe. Let's go, babes.
So seeing all these videos of women losing their spark is making me want to cut a lot of people off. Like, no one is taking my spark. Nobody.
I don't want to be a victim to the world. I want to be a strong person, and it hurts so bad because I made a mistake.
You are strong.
It just hurts me so bad.
I hear it when I look at you.
Si tú sabes que eso iba a pasar, tú no querías que eso se fuera.
My friend, her dad passed away, and she said, I'm just trying to get back to myself. And I said, well, that's going to be your problem. You will never be yourself again. This is the new version of you. Get to know her, because you can never be yourself because the last version of you had a dad. He's not here, so you have to learn to be this person.
You weren't giving me the vibes that you cared to try, and I started feeling like I was trying by myself. So that made me be like, you know what? I need to go be by myself and really think and do this and give myself strength again, because I was putting so much into us that I really forgot about Lyrica, forgot about my music, forgot about just whatever. Like, I just don't have time for that anymore.
I lost myself in a lot of aspects of my relationship, but I didn't start like that. It was very pure, good intention. We loved each other, right?
Yeah.
And we loved each other till the end of time, but I was still human, and I didn't learn that part of myself yet. I didn't know I had that possession and oh, I love you so much, please don't leave.
You really don't understand the magnitude of how much you lose yourself until everything come crumbling down. Like, I just dealt with being unhappy and doubting myself for 3 years.
Stick your foot in my shoes and try to deal with what I go through in my life. My best friend dead, and we lost. And this is what I got to go through for the rest of the summer until the season start over again.
I feel like for the last month I've been completely just literally drowning.
Some days are better than others, but I'm not here, man. It's never gonna be the same. So
I'm really just telling you, I'm only making it through because you gotta have a strong heart. You gotta be confident in who you're becoming, man. The world isn't ready for the truth sometimes, and it's all good.
You say everything happens for a reason, and again, while I was up in that tube, I was just thinking, what was this reason? What was it? I can't find it right now, but
When life hits you hard, it can feel like your spark is gone. For me, it was trauma after trauma after trauma. Becoming a single mom, feeling judged, losing my parents, the divorce, so much. Oh my God, just fighting through the world that wasn't kind at all. I stopped dreaming. I stopped believing in myself. And if you're in that space right now, I want you to know that it's okay to feel lost, but it's not where you have to stay. The truth is, you can't go back to who you were before the pain, but you can rebuild. Start by asking yourself, who do I want to be now? Focus on the version of yourself who's healed, strong, and fearless, taking It's step by step, Rich Babes. Small wins lead to big transformations. And if you are ready to start rebuilding, my Becoming Her is the perfect guide for you. It's designed to help you rediscover your confidence, shift your mindset, and create a life that feels good for you. And when you grab it today, you'll also get my Rich Babes Affirmations bundle absolutely free. That's a $25 value for just $10. Girl, you're getting a $10 bundle. Think of it as your Glow Up Starter Pack. The link is in the description, babes. Do not wait, because this Christmas sale will not be here for long. Your glow up starts right now.
The sad reality of losing your spark is that you waste months of your life trying to get back to somewhere that no longer exists. If this is you right now, I want you to stop clinging so tightly to your old identity. And I want you to create space to discover what moving forward could look like. Because it's less about getting your spark back and more about realizing that you are the spark.
I have lost a spark in my life so many times and tried everything to find it again, and the one thing that actually finally did it was to stop listening to the rules. And I don't mean like real rules that could actually harm people. I'm talking about like the subliminal rules of society. Like, oh, don't wear makeup to the gym. Don't be outspoken, fit in. If you do something, you have to do it perfectly or good. Like these kind of rules. These rules that actually just tear you apart inside and make you a numb person that like has no life within them. The more I've broken the rules and explored different things and tried new stuff and been creative in every aspect of my life, the more fun it's become. The more I wake up excited every day because I'm like, what can I do today? What can I try today? I'm more open-minded. I'm more open to new experiences. I'm less bound by what is expected of me and just do what I feel like doing. I don't know. It's been pretty cool, and I think it's worth trying, even if you try it on a small level.
You have to start identifying and having the desire to identify your masks, your identities, and your personas. The areas where you are showing up and you're not being authentic. The areas where you don't really want to see yourself. The things that you don't want to fully acknowledge. The emotions that are still painful and you may not have the tools to really sit with. And when you start sitting with those things intentionally, in silence, without work, without the worry of money, without the worry of family, a boyfriend, a fiance, a mom, when your journey is solely about you and you give yourself permission to sit in your darkness without running from yourself, then you can start to fill into what your purpose is. You're not clogged with work. You're not clogged with money. You're not clogged with love. Maybe love is not what's meant for you.
People do not talk about this enough, but I'm going to talk about it. I feel like the biggest mistake that you can make in a relationship is not having your own life. To sit there and be attached to somebody 24/7, skin-to-skin contact every day, all day, no breaks, no social life, no nothing. That is your biggest mistake when it comes down to a relationship. You always want to have your own life, your own money, your own support system, whether that's your mama, your friends, your best friends, your cousins, whoever it is. Always have your own life. I can't even be friends with a female that their man is their whole entire life. Like, I can't be friends with somebody like that. Because it's like, if that man break up with you, then what? Like, ladies, please have your own lives. You could still have your own life and be in a relationship, in a committed relationship, like, for real.
But if you give up on yourself, that's when you really fail. So the biggest thing I would be on myself about is not trying and just giving up. Like, cause you can't fail if you're trying. You tried. You're doing it. You putting in the work. And I'm just saying it one more time. If you're not trying, that's when you're failing.
Are you proud of yourself?
Yeah.
Why?
There was a time I couldn't even take a shower. There was a time I didn't even laugh. And I remember feeling so dark, like, am I ever going to laugh? You know what I mean? Am I ever going to something really make me chuckle genuinely? And yeah, I have laughed, and I take a lot of showers.
You take a shower? Did you take a shower today?
I took one today.
Good for you. Yeah. Your hair is done. You look like you got like
my nails are done. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, I was really in a dark space. I'm just proud that I'm not where I was 3 years ago.
I got a word for somebody, and I don't know who needed to hear this word, but somebody needed to hear it. And I understand that if you don't like me after this video, It's okay. But this is the harsh truth that I needed to hear at one moment, and I believe that somebody else needs to hear this word. So allow me to share it with you. You have been doing so amazing. You've been doing so good in life. You've been doing real good. But you always find yourself in these repetitive cycles of where you're fighting against yourself. The truth of the matter is, you are your own worst enemy. When we talk about the enemy is no other person, but the enemy is rather the inner me. Yeah, I know that you really only want the best for yourself. I know that you're hard on yourself because you see your potential. I know that you like to criticize yourself. You like to take control over your life, to have self-discipline. You think that's the way of love. The truth of the matter is, baby girl, you really abuse your mind 24/7. You really are so mean to yourself. Like, for real. You're really so mean and cruel to yourself. It's like you're always finding a negative thought or always thinking you should be doing more. But you never give yourself credit for what you have done or how far you've came or what you've accomplished. Like, can we be honest? You haven't even given yourself credit for getting through the day today, for conquering the challenges, the circumstances that you face today. You haven't even given yourself credit. Why is it that you always are looking for things that you need to be doing? You're always looking for something more. It's never good enough. You're always feeling like it's never enough. Like, why? Why do you continue to do this to yourself? It's not fair. In fact, you actually were just hit with a situation where you knew nothing about it and you kept pushing yourself to finish it, to get it done. And you got it done. It was very hard, it was very challenging, but you did it. The first thought that came to your mind after you accomplished it was, what could I have done better? Or what do I need to do next? It's like you were doing so good at one point. You were moving forward. You were taking good care of yourself. But then you allowed these negative thoughts and these negative beliefs to crumble back down and sink you. I need for you to take a moment to really just be proud of yourself, to acknowledge that you did something that was hard, to acknowledge that you accomplished it. It's like every time you're taking a step forward, you take a step back. Every time you've done something good, you're always finding a negative thought. And it's time to catch yourself, because you know that every time you fall, it doesn't get easier. In fact, it gets harder and harder and harder to pick yourself back up again. So when you find yourself having these thoughts, when you find yourself in these loopholes, when you find yourself doubting your future, where you're headed, where you're going, wondering even if you'll see tomorrow, you had those days where you wanted to give up. You doubted yourself, where you doubted your capabilities. You've done it. I want you to take a look at everything that you've overcame and be proud of yourself. I want you to understand that your best isn't going to look 100% every single day. But if you're giving your best, and that looks like 75% today, it's more than enough. Every day ain't gonna always look the same. As long as you know that you're giving your best and you're doing the best that you can, it is more than enough. You are so deserving, you are so worthy. I want you to truly know and to understand that you're not just gonna wake up one day and have everything figured out. Both success and true happiness takes time. And so the more you sit here and you try to control these things and make it work faster and be hard on yourself and criticize yourself and put yourself down, the more damage you are doing to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be proud of yourself. Give yourself compassion. Give yourself grace. While you're out here trying to control everything, you're just not living anymore. You're being in survival mode. I want you to know that the more you try to control life, how it happens, when it happens, how fast it happens, the more life is going to control you. The more you sit here and just have negative thoughts, negative feelings, and negative beliefs about things, the more negative experiences you are going to encounter. Where does that truly get you? Persevere, push through. Do the things that feel challenging to you, but give yourself grace along the process. I promise you, God wants to see you happy. God wants you to live the life that He has promised for you. That's why He keeps giving you visions and dreams and the people that you need along the journey. I promise you happiness is on the other end. I promise you things are going to get better. I love you, and I pray that you give yourself more grace. I pray that you start to be more kind to yourself. I pray that you start to treat yourself exceptionally well because you absolutely deserve it.
Rych Babes, rebuilding yourself after loss or trauma is one of the hardest things you can ever do, but it also one of the most rewarding. Remember, you're not the same person you were before, and that's okay. You're becoming her, the woman who can survive anything and still rise. For years, I felt like my spark was gone. Life had beaten me down, and I didn't see a way forward. But when I decided to stop fighting for my old self and start building a new version of me, everything changed. That version of me, she's fearless, confident, thriving, and so much more. And so can you. Alright, babes. Don't forget to check out my new channel, Rych Babes Reacts. Over there, it's going to be so much fun, from hilarious moments to real life lessons, unfiltered commentary to keep you entertained, okay? Hit that subscribe button and join the vibe, okay? The link is in the description box. And ladies, don't miss December Dreams 11 Days of Mastering Manifestation starting December 21st, and we're going to dive deep into the powerful tools like 369, scripting, affirmations, and so much more to help you manifest the life that you deserve in 2025. This series is about turning your dreams into the reality, and I'm just so excited to share it with you. Let me know in the comments what's one step you'll take today to start rebuilding your spark. Don't forget to grab your Becoming Her ebook bundle. It's your glow up blueprint, babes. I'm Bella Dior, and this is a Rich Girl's Glow Up. Until next time, rebuild, shine, and stay rich. Rych Babes. Love you.